Titan Gym in Fullerton is where the Lobos beat Cal State Northridge 105-89. It's the second day of the Wooden Legacy. On to the fifth-place game. It'll be on Sunday at the Honda Center. New Mexico, now 4-1, will take on the winner of later today's game between Dayton and Portland. Now it's time for the post-game coach's comments, brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico. We bring in now Lobos head coach Craig Neal. Hunter and I sat here before the game and said there's going to be a lot of points today, aren't there? You guys, do you know all the records you set? Did you realize that it was a Wooden Legacy record for points, combined points, all of that? They're talking to this. Now try.
Hello.
There we go.
There.
What am I, new?
No, you're not. It was my fault. I'm not good at this stuff. So I put you guys in a bad thing. But I was a little bit concerned going into this game because they've scored points on everybody. And when you have a kid like Darren Johnson that transferred from Washington that played there, Kendall Smith, who was a good player at UNLV, who we knew, Lubin that played at
UConn.
I mean, they got some guys that can score. I thought we had some good defensive deals going on. I didn't think we rebounded it like we needed to. I thought long rebounds hurt us. But I was really proud of our guys' maturity as far as they cut it to 2, and we got in the huddle. We executed our timeouts finally. We did some things that a mature team has to do that I don't know if we would have done a year ago. And it was a good bounce-back win for us because last year we got beaten in a close game with Auburn. Now, we did play BYU, and they're pretty good. And, Fuller, I think Northridge is going to be really good. I mean, at Fullerton, this gym is tight. It got loud because of all the Lobo fans, but Northridge's got a nice team. I think they're going to be really, really tough in their conference.
A lot of offensive threats, but talk about the Lobo bench. I saw Firstinger again, came in. You had to go that deep after Basha Jet, and of course McDougal getting in foul trouble. Joe Firstinger seems like he came in and gave you some good minutes.
Yeah, he's ready to play. He's in that team bubble. I talked to him after the game. I said, hey, sorry I didn't get you any minutes in the second half. But he goes, Coach, I don't care. We won. And that's what you want. You got a guy that's coming in there. He's back home. But I thought we had Joe, X, and 3 freshmen in, and they pushed the lead. So, that's kind of developing the bench, giving them confidence, and I think I got to continue to do that. And then our starters came back and fed off of them. And that's what it takes. And I thought everybody on our team did a nice job. I thought Obach was terrific for him today, 6 for 6. I thought Sam had the best dunk I've seen in a long, long time. Was terrific, and he made a nice play on an ISO, got fouled. He made his foul shots. He's shooting foul shots. And then, Elijah Brown was terrific. He got shots, made plays, became more of a playmaker without forcing it. I thought he was good, and Tim Williams is Tim Williams.
Yeah, it seemed like Elijah let the game come to him, but sometimes, I look at him, and it's almost like he's disinterested, but you almost have to prod him, and he starts to, someone's got to, kind of tick him off a little bit, and then he gets that little.
Well, I'm probably sharing a little bit too much information, but I got on him pretty good. And
he reacted, though. It seemed like he reacted.
I don't like to do that because he does react. He plays so much better when I get on him. I'm trying not to do that as much. I don't know if I remind him, we're both coaches that have coaches' sons that play, so I don't know if it's like his dad gets on him and then he play, but he was terrific. I got on him and I said, we're going to do it this way, and sure enough, he did it. Yep. He wasn't forcing the issue today. Yeah, he let the game come to him, and he pushed the ball, and on the break, and our guys were finally running to the corners and finally running the rim, and got some dunks. So, all in all, I'm satisfied. We broke a lot of records that I didn't know we did. I mean, that's all they want to talk about in the press conference. So, I didn't know we'd come in and score 100, but, I was proud of our guys. I thought Jordan Hunter really grew up today. I thought Jalen was good in the first half. I thought Jordan was terrific in the second half.
I know you gave up 89 points, but I thought your defense was active. And you talk about the fast break points that you got. I thought you forced the majority of their 21 turnovers. You were active hands and ran a controlled break, and to be able to – I thought that's where the the game was won, with you forcing turnovers and being able to score in transition.
Yeah, and we've talked about that, and you guys know this. You watch enough basketball. The first few games we played, we didn't have active hands. We didn't get a lot of deflections. We didn't get on the floor for loose ball. We didn't have help side. We didn't take charges. I think tonight we took 3 charges. That's the most we've taken all season, and we have to do that. That's our team. That's who we've been for a long, long time. But I told those guys after the game that if they get it together, they got enough talent to be one of the better teams that's ever been here. But they got a long way to go. I mean, they have ability, and they're great kids. They got to get to maturity. They got to get a little bit more mental toughness, killer instinct,
competitive
would
spirit.
say. Yeah, competitive, like they did when we got close.
Yeah.
We didn't have, last year when we got on a bad run, we never got together, never battled back. And I thought today, I just said in the timeout, I said, this is what we're doing, and you're going to do it. And if you don't do it, you're not going to play. And it's amazing that bench works.
That's what you were talking about before the game.
Exactly what I said.
He said,
I told him about last time. I said, it's going to happen.
He said, I want these guys to be upset when they lose.
And I think they're upset. I just don't think it makes them
off.
really upset when they get scored on.
Right.
And that good teams do that. I mean, I think defense is all effort and will.
Yeah.
I think you can coach technique, and you can coach and practice it, and you can coach how it schemes and all that. But at the end of the day, how bad do you want to get stops? How bad does it hurt you when somebody scores on you? And how competitive you want to be? I think this group has it. I just don't think they know how to get out of their own way sometimes.
You touched on it. You got foul trouble in the first half.
Yep.
You had 3 guys with 2 fouls, and you went to the bench. And I thought Jefferson, Ugwa, Fersinger, everybody that you went to, Harris, I mean, they extended the lead. When EB went out with, 10.5 minutes ago, I think it was a 4-point lead and went up to 14 at one point.
Yeah, really quick. And those guys played with great energy, and they guarded, and we got the shots we wanted. They pushed it in transition. I thought Jalen was good. I think Jalen was a little, I think he thought he's going to come in the second half and it was going to be that easy. People make adjustments to your game.
Oh, yeah.
And he got too – we wanted to stay away from side ball screen because they were icing us. They had a hard time guarding us when we got it in the middle of the floor. When we got in triangle, we ran some one down. We got some things whenever we wanted. But those guys didn't come with the same energy. They came in. They thought it was going to be the same as the first half, and it's not.
Yeah.
We had a timeout. We set up a play. We have Damian Jefferson wide open on the screen, and we throw the ball to Connor McDougal when he's not looking. Turnover. We run back in transition. Nobody's at the rim. We all run back to the rim. Darren Johnson hits a big 3. It goes from 11. We had a chance to take it to 13. It's just those little things that I have to teach them, and I went through that with them.
Coach, you think you got better as a team?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I think we did a lot of good things execution-wise. I think we had a lot of deflections, which we needed to get. And I think we got on the floor and took some charges. I think that's what we're going to have to do.
Yeah.
And maybe get to enjoy the off day a little bit?
Maybe. We'll work.
Yeah.
We'll work.
I don't even know what off days mean.
Yeah, we'll give those guys some time. But so it'll be good.
Congratulations. It's a good win, 105-89. I know we didn't talk about all those records you talked about in the press conference.
I don't know when you gave up 89 you want to talk about those records, but it's kind of cool that I think the biggest record is we took great shots. Yeah. And we didn't do that against Virginia Tech early. And I think that hurt us. And I think tonight we got what we wanted. We took good shots, and that's why we were able to break the field goal percentage rate.
Well, that's the number, right? The 64.9%.
Yeah.
I mean, never mind scoring the 100. That's probably the one you like.
That's the one.
50 points in the paint. That's what you guys scored. 50 points.
But that's what we have to do. If we do that, then you noticed in the second half, Elijah Brown was able to do whatever he wanted and make plays and shoot, get to the line, because you spent all that time making good shots into great shots. You can always get a good shot, or what guys take good shots that are sometimes contested, but to get a great shot is one when nobody's guarding you. That's a great shot, or a low post touch, or a drive. So we're getting there.
Go enjoy this one.
It's always good to get one.
Next up, it'll be Dayton or Portland. We'll be over in the Honda Center. We'll see you over there on Sunday.
Thanks, y'all.
Craig Neal, those were the coach's comments brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico. Almost 400,000 New Mexicans are covered by Delta Dental plans. For more information, log on to deltadentalnm.com. Post-game show continues from Fullerton, where the Lobos beat the Matadors 105-89. It's Lobo basketball from Learfield.